Okay, we are back with Absolute Batman. All right, I have to get it out. So, last time, Batman beat the Black Mask in exchange by getting beat up a lot. He got destroyed. But he still won, and now all of his friends know that he's Batman. So, we're picking up with that with Absolute Batman, issue 7. He's going to meet Mr. Freeze. The art style for this one and the next one are a little bit different than the normal ones. That's okay. I like this art style. So, we pick up in Tanzia, I don't know if I said that right, to the land of ice we go. Exciting, huh? Not much further. And this little boy is Victor. There's even more to see inside the glacier. I know it's hard to believe, but the ice on that mountain holds more life inside it than the whole rainforest. You won't believe your eyes, okay, Victor? Victor, what's going on? And his eyes start bleeding. Absolute zero. So we are in present-day Gotham after the Black Mask incident, where we get a telling of Bruce and his friends talking about, hey, you should have told us that you were Batman. Who wants to start? Ozzy, you probably knew him the best. Anything you want to say? I mean, he was crazy. I don't know. We all knew him. Harvey is the one who talks for a living. Well, fine. Like everyone, when I think of him, I think of the game. It was an old neighborhood, the one all of us kids played whenever we were about to do something we shouldn't. You lay an open matchbook on the sidewalk. Whoever hit it with their match got to choose the poor kid who had to do the dare. Steal the magazines, buy the fake IDs, buy the M80s. But he was the best at it, a master. Like 99% of the time, he won. That smirk he got when he tossed his match. The funny thing about Mitchell matches Malone, we'll get into that in a second, though he was a kid who always chose himself for the dare, always stuck out his own neck. That's who he was. So this is a funeral for Matches Malone. So in regular DC continuity, Matches Malone is a identity that Bruce uses to get out information and to receive information in the criminal world. So he'll go out to bars, pretend to be this Matches Malone by dressing up and going undercover, and he will either lay out some information for criminals, or he will go and try to get information by hanging out with a bunch of criminals, like how to find out who's going to attack what, where they're at. Yeah, so this is an identity by Batman, but in this, it's an actual person who we'll see. So the gang basically just lays out his funeral, and then Bruce shows up. Bruce, I was the last person to see him. And we see what happened 1 week ago. Batman Combat Journal, April 19th. The city feels strange. The streets look less familiar every day. For the past month, ever since the Black Mask incident, the city has been under martial law to ensure the people's safety from threats like the Batman. Mayor Hill has issued a 10 p.m. curfew. There are police on every corner, outfitted with fancy new gear. Even the weather feels dangerous. A freak snowstorm. Pennyworth called, said I should lay low until he's back, go to work, but there's no work. Lucius says all the city construction projects have been halted. Something is happening. I can feel it, like this is all part of some bigger campaign. Something too big to see from the ground. Whatever it is, though, I can't shake the feeling that it comes back to that place, Arc M. Massive black site they're building. If you don't remember, Arc M is built by somebody, and it's going to be used as a testing facility, a black site, as they said earlier. I believe it was issue 2 or 3 where Bruce spied on it and Alfred talked about it. But he's on this bridge to meet Matches Malone. And Matches is like a skinny redhead who I guess he just goes out, gets information, takes the brunt, and comes back. He just loves doing it. That's what he likes. But he looks a little roughed up. Last the guys heard, he was into hunting IDs, scams, high-end barcodes, laser engraved. My hope was that he can get me work papers to get to the Arkham crew. But I asked him 2 weeks ago, he said he'd get right on it. Then nothing until this morning, when he said it was urgent. Matches, what's up? Oh, you gotta walk with me. He's nervous, spooked about being followed with the cops everywhere. I couldn't rest bringing my gear. If there's a fight, all I have is my cast. Pennyworth insisted on it being medical and medical only, but when he left town, I did my own engineering on the cast. So he's got like a little functional cast that he's going to use. It's the Bat cast. And Matches tells Bruce, I spent the last week on the crew inside of Arkham. Why'd you do that? Well, you know me, it's mine. It's a game. It's not that fine, because that place sucks. I've been there, I've seen my lockups, but this is next level. Beyond dangerous. They're putting people in there. It's up and running already. What? What do you mean it's up and running? Yeah, I'll look at these pictures I got. And he says, no, it's okay. Bruce, it's good to see you, man. Truly, I miss you. And the guys at Crime Alley, we're Crime Alley guys for life. I wouldn't have done this if I didn't want to. The truth is, I owe you. what do you owe me for? And then Matches explodes into like a puddle of blood on his face. His pores open up and he dies. So Bruce picks up the phone and just runs off, which is awful. But back to Crime Alley, the boys are like, what? The police report said something else. Nah, it's wrong. Whoever killed him used some kind of biological weapon. There's some leads on his phone, clues, but I'll get the person who did this. I just want to let you know. What do you want to tell us, Bruce? That we all thought you were dead? This is the last any of us want to hear. You were diving out of a plane dressed like a fucking bat. So now the argument is, you're Batman, but you're doing this because you want to die. You don't feel like there's any value in your life. So the boys are like, hey, you can trust us, we'll help you. And he doesn't want to, essentially. So throughout this and next issue, we'll see that kind of argument and how it all ends up. But Bruce goes to Gotham, and I love the colors of, it's like a Neo Gotham looking, but it's not. Batman Combat Journal, April 29th. Match's phone didn't really have anything from Arkham, but what I saw was bad. A 4-second video shows hundreds of windowless titanium cells, and in the background, I could hear crying, begging, screams. At the end of the video was a list. Whether Matches wrote it, found it, I don't know, but it's filled with names. Langstrom, Isley, Strange, Freeze, names of researchers, doctors around the world. The only one with any connection to Gotham is Dr. Victor Freeze, a pioneer of cryotech. He stated a company called VCore. Basically, Arkham has a bunch of prisoners. It's already up and running. The site above ground is a ploy. Most of it is already inside or below. So these names, they don't know officially who's on here, but I've already seen spoilers. Isley is definitely a patient. So I wonder if Hugo Strange is an actual doctor who's working there, or he's getting worked on himself. And Langstrom is Man-Bat, who I assume is also getting worked on. But being chased, the cops start shooting at him, and that's when Pennyworth patches through from London. Bruce, I have information. Are you okay? How's your arm? Are you doing good? Are you resting it? Yeah, I'm definitely resting it. Well, anyways, I have stuff after the case that you asked for. It's a biological weapon. It's a virus called bacterium. There's no record of it. Not anywhere. Not at the WHO. But where did it come from, Alfred? Where did it go? Well, I don't know. I'll be back in a few days. We can talk about it. But until then, turn down the radio before you go deaf and take care of yourself. And since you and I both know that you don't have a radio, I'm going to hang up now. So basically, he's like, take it easy. You need to quit being Batman for a minute. And Bruce not listening. And going back to his friends, there's nothing left to say about it. I should have kept you apart from all of this. I shouldn't have told you guys that I was Batman, essentially. But let me tell you, are you really Batman? Because I taught you how to clerk with me. I taught you how to train with me, how to slum with me. You studied with me. Like all of this Batman that you are is a culmination of us teaching you. So when I look at it, I see that all of us are Batman. We are Batman. And Bruce gets into it. Look, I understand what happened to Matches, but I don't want that to happen to you guys. Waylon's right, Ozzy. It's time to deal with this. Lay all the cards on the table. No. It's time for you guys to get out of my way so I can get back to work. I am Batman. So he's afraid of them getting caught up in the Batman biz. And let me tell you, I've seen spoilers, and that pretty much, they get fucked. I don't know what to tell you. I can't wait to catch up with Absolute Batman because I'm going to try my best to catch up soon so I could do week by week. But, oh my God, they get fucked. It's actually crazy, but I won't spoil it right now. The top of the building is wired for surveillance. Hardline, remote, so I leave Batman in the pipes, enter as a nobody. City engineers come to do a check. After all, what's happening up here requires so much power. And there's an ice wall frozen. So we have a woolly mammoth, a tiger. I don't know what that is. A saber-toothed tiger? I don't know. And then a beetle. I want to be like, oh, Blue Beetle? I love Blue Beetle. But the chances of that being Blue Beetle are so low. Because, like, why would Scott Snyder just be like, here's a random Blue Beetle? It might just be like a nod to Blue Beetle, but it's definitely not like the Scarab for Blue Beetle. And Ted Cord is not going to do that. Oh, I love Booster Gold Blue Beetle. We're doing the blue and gold run right now just because I was bored. Oh, so good. I really want to get into Booster Gold New 52. If you want me to go over that, leave that down below. But I'll keep doing Booster Gold until I die. Love Booster Gold. Well, while he's looking, somebody walks in. Those things are real. The mammoth is from Yukon, the tiger from Siberia, the beetle is from Chile. Neat, huh? Hardest part was keeping them intact during transit. Big ice can be pretty volatile when it's disrupted. I'm from the city. Yeah, you're here to run a power check on the VCore? No problem, all right. What's your name? I'm Mr. Pennyworth. The idea isn't good as what Matches could do, but he barely glances at it, no sign of suspicion. The guy actually seems happy from the company. Play it up. It's a beautiful view from up here. Well, thank you. Look around. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. Dr. Freeze and his wife collected all kinds of wild specimens. Do they oversee things? Freeze and Nora? I guess you could say that. And he unveils another ice wall. Victor Freeze and Nora both share the same fate of being iced up. So, sorry, Dr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze, your son is actually the villain. I'm their son, Victor Jr. I know it might seem extreme, but it's what they wanted, giving their shared love of the ice and their faith in the mission. What's the mission? So that little boy we saw in the beginning? Actually, this guy. My parents always believed the ice held wonders, that it existed to preserve good things until the world was ready for them. Ice was the Earth's grace, blue and pure. They funded their research with VCore, where the dying could preserve themselves in ice until it cures their deaths existed. That's what the power goes to, all the people frozen waiting to be woken up, including my parents. But has this worked? Oh yeah, it did. Me! It worked on me! When I was a boy, I was diagnosed with a rare terminal disorder. Distraught, my parents were convinced the condition would be cured one day, but not in time to save me, so the ice saved me instead. Absolutely nuts. This guy's crazy. But on the bottom, you walk away now. You mark my words, Bruce. You will die. Hell, you look like you're already dead, Bruce. And while Freeze is talking, Bruce is like, I gotta focus. Like, I'm gonna take this guy out. This guy's insane. And while he's talking, you know, it didn't tell me that it would hurt when I woke up. The world would be a better place, but the ice, it's not what they thought. And Bruce putting the thing together, he's like, any link to what happened to Matches? Oh, he sees the ancient microorganisms. Those are the things that killed people, or that killed Matches. They didn't come from, it's not where, it's when. They were ancient, and then they were preserved in the ice, and then they let him go. And Freeze, looking like a fucking maniac, I felt everything every moment. And the pain, my God, ice grinds and twists. The ice isn't grace, it's reckoning. And then he attacks Bruce, just like me. And he becomes like an ice monster. This is, I mean, what the fuck? If I saw this thing, I'm done. I'd give up. Bro, I can't even be, I would not be Absolute Batman. I'm done. Anyways, that's the end of this one. I will jump in right to issue 8 right now. So, I'll see you then. Peace out.